All right, it's chip of the day. We have today a EF2500X, and it is labeled as a surge arrestor, a 2-electrode arrestor. This is what the device looks like. It's got a PC mount, it's got 2 leads, and then it's got this big area here. It's got metal cap on that side, metal cap on that side. All right. So let's take a look at the data sheet. All right. High follow current capability, very fast response time, stable performance over life, very low capacitance. Yeah. So what is it? Let's see here. Applications with high, power supply, consumer electronics AC line device. So really, what is it? Well, it is a spark gap, basically, a DC spark over voltage. So at 2500 volts, okay, that's what this one is. This one is a Siemens 2500, and 2500 is the working voltage. So this thing is basically an arc gap that's made to arc over at 2500 plus or minus 20%, okay? And guaranteed maximum, though, of 3,000. It won't go above that. And it will go at least 2,000. So, yeah, anyway, you figure out the statistics there. Impulse spark over. So if you have a very fast slew rate, then the voltage is going to get higher than that, I guess. Service life. It can handle 5 amps 10 times. Or 35 amps one time. Yeah, maximum follow current during voltage 1/2, 200 amps. Boof. So you can imagine this thing as a lightning arrestor in some type of device. Any type of overvoltage, it'll cross over. So it's kind of like a weird inverted fuse, right? It will arc to ground or wherever. Yeah. Let's see here. Here's the package. All right, so it's got an insulator in the middle there. Now, the reason that I have it, and the reason I want to talk about it today, is I got it out of an interesting circuit, and it's not being used as a surge arrestor. So it was in the circuit board, like here. There we go. So it's in the circuit board. And what is this circuit board? Well, let's maybe adjust the camera up here a little bit. Oops. There we go. This was out of a digital projector, and this is the voltage supply to the arc lamp. And in fact, this is the piece that gets the arc lamp firing. It needs to have a high voltage to have it strike, okay? And so there's a DC to DC converter over here that generates a high voltage. And then that high voltage comes over to this jobber here, and he's a step-up transformer. It has lots of wine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, maybe like 25 to 3, right? There's 3 wines on the primary and maybe 20 wines on the secondary. And so it will multiply up the voltage. And it's being used in this circuit. So yeah, I reverse engineered the back half of this circuit. So let's take a look at it. All right, let's kind of go backwards here. This is the red thing, okay? So it's got 3 windings on the primary and then a bunch on the secondary. So if you go wacka-wacka on this side, you get bigger wacka-wackas on that side. And then here is the surge suppressor. Well, what's on the other half of the surge suppressor? Well, there's some protection diodes here. Make sure you get positive voltages going through. Then you have 100K, 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 100K. Okay, so there are the 2 diodes, and then we have the 100K, 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 and that goes and charges up this capacitor, which is a 4700 picofarads, okay? That is this big jobber here, and he's good for 3 kV, all right? So 3 kV, that's interesting. This is 2500 kV, or 2.5 kV. This is 3 kV. So how this works is you generate some high voltage here. So we got high voltage coming in, and we are going to charge this capacitor with this long resistor here. And so we have this voltage on this capacitor going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, okay? And when it finally gets to, say, 2500 volts, then this arc lamp, or arc arrestor, okay, otherwise known as a gas discharge tube, it will break over to ground. Remember, this is only 3 windings, so it basically looks like ground on this side. So it will arc over, and a whole bunch of current will get dumped through that coil. And all of that energy comes from this capacitor, this 4700 picofarad capacitors, right? So it's charged up to this big voltage, and then suddenly it goes whack through this 3 windings to ground, and then you get this spike that's maybe 5 times bigger than the input, or something like that. So you'll get this nice big high voltage spike over here, right? Really high. Maybe that's it. Really high voltage RHV. Anyway, I thought it was really interesting the way it's being used. I hadn't really thought about doing things like this. I avoid the high voltage. People are going to say, "Oh, why didn't you try to hook it up and everything?" Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. But I just thought it was very interesting. Charge the capacitor up, discharge it, and get a big spike on the output. Very cool.